Welcome to the third installment of Scottish Vapes with me, Scottish Vapes, and today I have for you the Wismech reuleaux rx200. Now this isn't, yes, I didn't really fancy buying it, to be honest, considering the only difference I can really find is the colour of the battery inserts and the screen is bigger. Now although that might be a pro for some people, the screen I have on the RX200 is fine for me. I can still see it, I can still use it, and to me it's fine. Before we get into the mod, we'll look at the packaging first, shall we? So, on the front of it, you'll see the RX200, there in silver. And then on the side, it says a reuleaux 200. At the top of the box, it's Wismech's website, and at the bottom, it says Wismech. On the back, it will tell you if you have the black or white, if you have like a first edition, or if you have a black or white one coming. But for me, I have a sticker that says red, because I like red. Has a sticker saying new, because it was a new colour when I bought it. And it has something about the company and what you're going to get inside the box. You open it up, drop something. You will get your user manual, which is considerably bigger than the first ones, because after every third page, there is a new language for you to read in. Educational. And inside you'll get your card to tell you if your batteries are safe and what to look out for unsafe batteries. And at the very bottom, we have the USB cord. If you want to charge it, which I personally would never recommend to anyone. For me personally, when I actually had two of these. I lost the first one, which was dreadfully sad. But whilst I was using that to charge the batteries internally in the mod, it was coming up as imbalanced. It was not charging every battery safely and fairly, in my opinion. It was coming up at different volts for the batteries, which to me is just a huge no-no. Second I found that, I ditched those batteries, got new ones and got an external charger, like you should. To the mod. Here is the star of the show. Now, what we're going to do is turn the screen off, which I've already done. Click the button 5 times. Now, this has a secret feature that is not told to you when you buy it. Basically what you do is hold all the buttons down, and up should come your battery levels of voltage, so, or charge if you like. So there you go. And it does each and every single one individually. And if you press and hold down the up and down button together, you will flip the screen. To do it back, do the same thing again, and there you have it. Now let's go and turn this sucker on. Now, it does do temp control for nickel, stainless steel and titanium, and it will go from 100 Celsius to 315 Celsius, and in Fahrenheit 200 to 600 Fahrenheit. So, to get into temp control, what you do is you click the button 3 times, and then you have wattage, nickel, titanium, and stainless steel. So we're going to go into stainless steel, and as you can see, we're at the maximum for Fahrenheit. So if we go up, it'll scroll over into Celsius, and these will go up by 5 Celsius increments, all the way up to 315 where it stops. Push the plus button again, and we roll over into Fahrenheit. Now, the difference between this and Celsius is this goes up by 10, not by 5. So if you want something very specific, unfortunately you're going to have to stick with the 0.10 Fahrenheit, which is a bit of a con for some people if they want to do a very specific temperature. Now, let's get that back on. If you want to lock resistance whilst in temp mode, press the up and fire button at the same time, and as you can see just in there, the lock appears. Take it back off, do the same thing again. And if you want to put on the stealth mode, which basically means you shut the screen off and you can't see it, push and hold down the minus button, stealth is on, so you cannot see anything at all. Do the same thing again to put it back on, and we've got our screen back on. And I have to admit, my overall opinion of this mod is absolutely brilliant. Really good battery life in this thing. And comparing this to the price of the DNA200, there is no contest for me for this. This is the one I would buy hands down. The DNA200 is like well over £100. This is less than 50. No contest. The only thing you'd have to put up with is you cannot customize the mod the same way you would with the DNA chip board. Sorry. So if you're into customizing it, so having your own logos for different things, your own wake up screen, you cannot do this with the rx200, which may be a bit of a con for some people, but for me personally, I just like to vape on it. That's fine for me. The way it comes is fine. 3 18650s. I can get the door off, just like so. Ran in series. For me, battery life is very important for me. I do work 12 hours a day, so having one charge for me is vital to me. And this beats any other mod I've used, hands down. I had the K-Box200, that battery life was just terrible. I've got the X-Cube 2, which does come close to this, but nowhere near as long if you have this at say 60 watts. I was running an Aspire Cleto on it for a couple of months at a time at 60 watts, and I got about 3 days charge out of this thing. I didn't have to charge it for 3 whole days. Using the TFV4 for 100 watts at a time does kill the battery life a little bit, but only by a day. You still should get 2 days life out of those batteries in there at full charge. Now, to charge them fully all at once in an external charger will take about an hour and a half maybe, depending on what you're charging at. I charge these at 1 amp, and for me it's just perfect. I can't find anything wrong with this. 510 connection, spring loaded 510 as well. Nice clicky buttons, and honestly I love this thing. Now, to get back, we're going to go back into wattage mode so I can take a vape. So click the button 3 times, and we're back. And we've got memory modes for these as well. So if you like a certain way, temperature, or anything like that, that's where you would go for this. So just take a quick vape. My overall opinion of this thing is just unbelievable. It beats any mod I've had, hands down. I mean, I've not got anything new. Yeah, I should have my TFV8. I know I hate to bring it up, but I'm just too damn excited about it. Within the next week, and I will be doing a review on that when it comes up, and I will be showing it to you guys. Hopefully you like that. Now, cons. I can't find a damn con on this thing. The only thing I can really find the con on is they said they allowed you to charge it in the mod. That is the only con I can really find for this thing. The mod itself is just fantastic. I love this mod. I mean, it's not something you would want to start with. If you wanted to start with, I'd recommend a Coolfire 4. That thing's great for startup people, but for me, I'm well beyond that now. So yeah, this is the kind of mod I would go for with this setup, and it's been great to me. I love it. Anything else? Yes. Firmware updates. Now, when you buy this mod out of the box, it will only do a maximum of 200 watts. If you update it, it will do a full 250, which I will now show you. So let's go for a scroll. It's quite a fast scroll as well. Not too fast that you wouldn't lose your mind. And as you can see, it will do 250. But when you do get this mod out the box, it will not do that. It will only do 200. So I urge you to keep up to date with the firmware updates. You will benefit from it. As when I first got this, it didn't fire as quickly, but it was still fast. This fires instantaneously. So I will put a link in the description below where you can buy this mod and love this mod. You will fall in love with this mod, I guarantee you it. And for the price of it, it's great. You get the seat, you get all the things you'd love about a DNA200 board in this. But I would recommend getting the RXS. That is the one I would buy, to be honest, if I didn't have this already. But because I know that there is barely any difference between them, I don't see why I would bother. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support, love and affection. Please drop a comment if you have anything you'd like to say, if you love this mod, anything you have to say about this mod. Anything you're excited, if you want me to try and review, I will try and get my hands on it for you guys. Drop a like and please subscribe and keep on vaping, guys.